We made a discovery.
What's happening?
We've been married for 4 months, so we're going on a Steak and Shake date. And Steak and Shake is featuring its new prime steak burger. It's supposed to be very good. It is good. I had it. It's pretty good.
No, you didn't. You had the Royale steak burger.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. I had to step up from this one. Anyway, they're promoting it all over the store with this picture. And Sierra, you can show them the picture. Go ahead.
Who can spot
What's wrong with
the
that
picture?
I'll give you a hint. It's this section right here. It's photoshopped. They photoshopped a knife as if it was going into the burger. Look at it. It's clearly photoshopped. Here's the second problem. They show you the picture of the knife that's supposedly in this burger over here. And the blade is about as long as the handle, right?
Right.
So let's say that so the handle, there's another picture over there. You can see how long the handle is. But if the handle is that long, like it shows, then the knife only goes that far into the sandwich. It barely touches the meat. It doesn't go through.
It wouldn't even stay sitting up like that.
It would just fall
make
right
the
out.
bun fall over.
Look how small this looks compared to this burger.
Like this, the size of this knife, like here's my fist, like this could be a real knife, but the burger is like huge. It's not to scale at all. And it's photoshopped into the bun.
I just don't understand.
What else are we doing tonight?
We're gonna watch The Real Annie,
Heck yeah.
because apparently I haven't seen the real version of it.
The 1999 version is the only version. As far
Right,
as
so
I'm
if you haven't seen
concerned.
that, you've never watched Annie, apparently.
Well, you could see it like in a theater,
Which I have.
like as a play or a musical. I've been in it
Oh,
twice.
wow. I haven't.
There aren't any boy orphans.
You're right. Not a guy-heavy cast.
You could be Warbucks and that's about it. Or Rooster.
Or Rooster. Or you could be a random butler, probably.
Yeah. Or an extra in the NYC song.
Yeah. They get the short end of that stick, let me tell you.
What? Comment below if you think Josh needs a haircut.
I do. I'll go comment below.
No, you won't.
I'll trash myself. Be like, you're right, I don't have a YouTube account. My account is your account.
If you have a Google account, then you have a YouTube account. That's how it works.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Guess what I did last night? Where did we spend our actual 4-month anniversary?
In the ER.
Not even for an emergency. I have a cyst on my butt. Isn't that so glamorous?
Oh yeah. And they had to drain it.
Yeah,
Not the cyst, but there was an infection.
he did drain the cyst.
Oh, nice.
He just didn't take the sac out, so it could get infected again.
Gotcha.
That's why I would need surgery. Getting numbed hurts like a mother. He was like, you're gonna feel, I love how normally doctors like, you'll feel a slight pinch. He's like, you're gonna feel a really bad pinch and it's going to hurt.
He wasn't sugarcoating me.
Also, I liked that he didn't tell me what he was doing because then I didn't have time to get scared about it.
My cherry real quick.
I got interrupted. My shake came.
My cherry quick.
It's covered in.
Quick. Here.
No, I want to use my spoon.
You're gonna take a big scoop though. No, all my whipped cream. Fine, I'm taking yours. Alright, babe, you ready to go?
This is how I've had to.
Alright, come here.
Thanks.
Good work, babe. Good job.
Someone is really interested. Oh, she moved. In our milkshakes. Oh, ouch. Cheetah Girls. It's my jam. I realized that last night at Steak and Shake, I never finished explaining what happened to my butt. Sorry, I'm trying to pull out of the parking lot at school. So, for a few years now, I'm gonna give some backstory. For a few years now, I've been having really bad tailbone pain. Like, it feels like my tailbone is like really badly bruised, like super sensitive. And like if we go on long car trips, I have to like rotate how I'm sitting so it doesn't get super sore. If anything like hits it, it's really painful. And we didn't know what caused it because I hadn't like fallen on my tailbone or anything since I was like in 8th grade and went ice skating, but it started just like 2 or 3 years ago. I was just kind of living with that. I think like someone in my family has like arthritis in their tailbone or something, so you're like, oh, maybe it's just that, but I'm like only 21, like I shouldn't really have arthritis in my tailbone. So anyways, I just was kind of living with it. It's just like, it's not that bad, you know, it's just kind of inconvenient. So I didn't go get it checked out or anything. Well, then a couple months ago, I noticed this spot like at the base of my tailbone that was like, it looked like ashy and it was itchy, and I was like, oh, it's probably just like dry or something, like it'll go away. Well, then it didn't go away, and then it got all gross and opened up and started like bleeding and oozing. Sorry for the TMI. And then we were like, okay, maybe we should go get it checked out. Well, I don't have a dermatologist or anything, and it was like late at night when I finally decided to call Mom and be like, Mom, I don't know what to do. She was like, you should probably go to the ER. I was like, I don't want to go to the ER. So we went to the ER on Tuesday night at like 11 p.m. and the doctor came in and was like, oh, there's this thing called a pilonidal cyst, and you could have had it. It's like right at the base of the tailbone where I was feeling pain. He was like, you could have had it since you were born. It's just been under the surface like your whole life, and that's why you were feeling pain, and now it just got infected, and that's why this is happening. So he numbed me up, which was super painful, super painful, and then cut me open, drained it out. There's some gauze like in the hole back there. And ooh, there's Joshua. So now it's super painful for me to walk around or sit down or get in the car. I'm vlogging because I realized I never finished explaining my pilonidal cyst to the people.
They probably looked it up by now on the Googles.
Within like 30 seconds of the clips.
Yep.
Anyways, so that's what's happening.
It's been a day, babe. It's been a whole day.
We're about to go pick up my wedding rings because I got them soldered together finally. Okay, can someone explain to me why it's pronounced soldered when it's spelled soldered?
Who cares? It's English. Leave it alone.
Then I have to drop off a prescription. My butt meds.
Alright, come on, let's go.
You want to get breakfast?
Hey, we broke.
No, we're not.
Oh, we are.
No, we're not. Our money's just in cash, not in the bank.
Most of that's rent money.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm in the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A because I have a free meal from one of our wedding gifts. And they have the 2-lane drive-thrus, you know, and someone pulled up in the left one, someone pulled up in the right one, and then I came up, so I was like, oh, I'll go on the left one, you know, like back and forth. That put me 6 cars behind the car that came up after me. I'm heated. I just want my chicken. We're about to walk around Target. Shh, don't tell Josh. I probably won't buy anything. I have to go grocery shopping today. I just thought I would share how ridiculous it is. Isn't that so frustrating when there's a 2-line thing and you pick the wrong one? I feel like I always pick the wrong one. Like, how do you know to pick the one that's not going to put you 6 cars behind the car that drove up after you? Also, it's freaking freezing. I'm wearing my boots. I don't know if you can even see. I'm wearing my boots and a sweater and a long sleeve shirt under a sweater and a beanie. Because it's cold. It's supposed to snow this weekend. It's October. What? There's a vlog clip you guys have already seen of me talking about the AU student that committed suicide at the beginning of the month, and also the Las Vegas shooting was at the beginning of the month. So, off to a great start. Then on Tuesday, today is Friday, on Tuesday, I found out that one of my coworkers passed away. Like, what? I literally worked with her the day before I found out for like 5 hours. And she was young. She was like in her 30s. She had a teenage daughter and a baby boy. It's freaking crazy. It's just crazy. And then on top of that, Josh and I are watching Glee. Well, Josh is mainly watching it, and I watch it with him sometimes. He's watching Glee, and this week we got to the episode about Corey Monteith's character dying. If you all don't know, Corey Monteith was one of the lead characters in Glee, and he committed suicide during the running of the show, and 2 weeks before his wedding with Leah Michelle. Super sad. Super, super sad. And so they have an episode about it on the show to honor his character and obviously like him. It's just like, last night we were watching, it wasn't even the episode about Finn dying, but it was like when they went to nationals and it was like dedicated to him. It was like their first nationals since he had died, and I just like broke down. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's just sad. It's all just very sad. My landlord's husband passed away this month. Like, just everything this month has just been crazy. When one thing happens, it's like sad, you know, but when it just like keeps like back to back to back to back all freaking month, it's just like really hard to stay happy. Sometimes life happens this way, and you just gotta really work to find ways to stay positive, like driving to Muncie to get Chick-fil-A and walk around Target, even though it's a really nasty, cold, rainy day. Sometimes you just gotta do it, you know?